So I'm starting to think that even for the stores, prices are going up faster than they can handle. Good morning. Today we're here at Target. We're going to check out some of the rising prices. We've heard some things have gone up here at Target. We're going to check that out. Some of the things you guys have asked about. Check the shelves. Let's get to it. Hey guys, Future Danno here. Just wanted to let you guys know that this video has to be mostly for entertainment purposes. We go through a lot of different prices and stuff going on at Target, and originally I thought we were seeing some great deals. Unfortunately, they have not gotten to their price raises. A few of the things that I had purchased, they were a lot higher comparable to what was at Kroger and stuff, so I don't know how many items were not that price, but I just wanted to let you guys know right away. We will discuss this a little bit more at the end of the video. One thing I will say about Target is their prices for produce and fresh items are usually a little more. I will say for 3 pounds of navel oranges, yes, that seems a little high, $5.99. They have the cuties here. This is about the same price as it was at Walmart, $4.49. Yeah, as soon as we come into Target here, we are realizing that some prices are up. We saw that these a couple weeks ago were $2.99 for the 2-pound bag of lemons and the limes, the 1-pound bag of limes. $4.69 for a 3-pound bag of Gala apples. This is up from $3.99, which is still a little more than you would pay pretty much anywhere else. But these Honeycrisp apples here, $7.19 for a 3-pound bag. That is absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, if you didn't shop for produce at Target before, this is not very convincing to do it now. The Granny Smith 3 pounds are $5.69 a bag. They do have the organic Chiquita bananas that we usually get if we don't get the Del Monte ones at Walmart. These are 70 cents a pound right now, which that's about the same for organic apple or bananas. Bananas, did I say apples? We are starting to notice a lot more of the Good and Gather products here at Target. Now I know this is a Target brand, but this particular Target, we've been seeing more and more of this Good and Gather brand come in. I know a lot of people across the country have already had this for a long time, but our Target hasn't, but they are starting to get it in. It is funny how, I don't know if I would keep these lean cuisine. Well, it's frozen, but I don't know. I don't know if I would keep this in a cabinet like this, especially an open one. I don't know if they haven't raised the prices on the Pillsbury here. I mean, they don't have any anyway. They have one thing of it here, $1.99. I'm always afraid to buy the last one because I feel like this one might have gotten put on a shelf and somebody might have brought it back or something. I don't know. I'm kind of funny about that. So we were looking all over for these little smoky Silshire Farm and Cons for the Super Bowl. Couldn't find them, you know, popular item. Of course, now they have them everywhere. However, look at this, $4.19. That is up from $2.99. That's gone up $1.19 here at Target. That's crazy. This is usually where we buy these. Sometimes we'll get them from Sam's, but Sam's Club has been out of them too. So somebody had left in the comments that the Good and Gather cheeses, the 8-ounce shredded and the sliced have gone up. No, they've been $2.19 at our store for a while, but they could have gone up in other places. Also, I'm seeing a good deal on the Sargento cheese. I know we got a lot of Sargento cheese lovers. $2.99 here for an 8-ounce pack. We saw Kroger's has these on sale, but it's 3 for $10, so that would be like $3.33 a pack. This is their everyday price here at Target, $2.99. And this is something we've kind of been talking about. Sometimes Target, this is why Target's able to do grocery, because they can get some things cheaper than a lot of other stores. Somebody had asked about the Kraft Singles 16 count. Same price here as it is at Walmart, $3.49 for the 16 slices. Like I pointed out in the last time I was at Target, and a couple of you guys have come to Target to buy these, and I'm glad because this seems to be one of the cheapest places that I've seen ball mason jars. Not just not being able to find them, but the price is kind of going through the roof on them. A lot of people in the comments agreed with me. This is one of the cheapest places to get them. Yeah, we talked about this the last time we were at Target, but a few of you have commented that you came straight to Target to get them. Looks like our Target still has them here. There may be a place to check across the country. I know a lot of people have been looking for these. Wanted to check on the Thomas bagels. Now here's something interesting. I'm seeing $3.49 for the Thomas bagels. We've seen that they have gone up pretty much everywhere to $4.19. Still pretty cheap here on the regular price at Target. One important thing is we see they actually have them. I haven't seen the plain ones in a while. They seem to always be wiped out on this. Just make sure here. Yep, $3.49. Target does seem to always be wiped out on bread these days. You know, they'll have some, right? They always seem to have a little bit. Hey, somebody was talking about Sara Lee bread. They actually have some here. That honey wheat's actually pretty good. $2.79 here too. $2.79. That was $3.29 a loaf at Kroger's. $2.19 for butternut large bread too. That's normally $2.39 at Kroger. One thing I just now noticed too is that the peanut butter and jelly has moved up to this aisle. They have condensed this into a really small section. Now we've seen kind of jelly kind of being hit or miss everywhere. I know a lot of places across the country. Some people were saying all they could find is grape, which, yeah, I mean, they've got a couple grape, but you know, they have a few extra here. But one of the biggest things has been peanut butter. They do have the 2-pack, 40-ounce jars of it here for $11.39, which is actually not that great of a deal. We got 2 48 jars at Sam's Club. It's a little less than $10. So this was a happy accident. We are out of our favorite kind of mayo here. We usually get the Kraft real mayo. $3.19 here for a 30-ounce thing of it here. It's been as high as $3.99. I think it's $3.79 at Kroger, but glad I noticed this. Also wanted to point out these Idahoan potatoes have been going up to $1.25 a pack pretty much everywhere. They're still 99 cents here. Still 99 cents. As a matter of fact, we have a bunch of these, but I'm just going to get an extra one anyway, just to have. Also, they don't have many, but they still have some of the Knorr pasta sides for 99 cents. Now, we've seen that these have been going like 4 for $5 at Kroger, which are on sale at Kroger right now, $1 a piece. But after that sale, they're going to be $1.25. Still 99 cents on the regular here. That's a pretty good deal. All these 25, 30, 40, 50 cent price increases are really starting to add up on the grocery bills, on our receipts. You know, I know when we look at the end of the day, it's like, man, we're spending on average between 30 and, depending on how much we get, which is usually the normal stuff, we're spending about $30 to $50 more a week and a half on the stuff that we would buy a few months ago. And I know we've been getting a lot of stories in the comments about that, and I'll tell you, it's just, things are going up. It's getting crazy. Also, another great deal, the 30-ounce thing of Heinz ketchup for $2.79. That is $3.79 at Kroger. You know, some of these things you can really save at Target, at least for right now. I have noticed, and we noticed this the last time we were here, but they have completely condensed their spaghetti. This is all the spaghetti I guess they're going to try and carry anymore. This used to be over like 2 rows here, and this is all they got. Now, you know, Good and Gather has been, you know, they've been bringing a lot more products in here. They actually have spaghetti, you know, which we didn't see any at Meijer. We saw barely any at Kroger, and it's getting less and less. So good to see that they have a brand they can keep in. Let me know if you've tried any of what is some of your favorite Good and Gather products. If you've tried the spaghetti, any of the Good and Gather, let me know down in the comments, because we haven't really tried much of those brands yet. And I'm kind of curious to see how some of these things are. And if ever you don't want to pay an outrageous price for the chicken broth, now we do get the Aldi brand, which is the same thing for $1.25. $1.99 here though on the regular for Swanson chicken broth is a good deal. We've been seeing it for $2.79 at Kroger. It's pretty expensive. I did just notice, I've never seen this before, they do have the Good and Gather chicken broth, and I don't see a beef broth, but they got a vegetable broth. $1.39. $1.39. We might have to try this one sometime. I really like the Aldi one though, and it's $1.25 for the same thing. Now you do have to pay attention to some of the prices. Some of these are like the heart healthy, different ones, the healthy request. These are $1.59 a can. But what I want to show you here is all the normal chicken noodle, tomato, cream of mushroom, cream of chicken, all these are 99 cents regularly at Target. No having to digital download, no coupons, no nothing. You just come in here and you can get a can of chicken noodle soup for $1. Does look like Good and Gather has a vegetable oil too for $2.59 for the 48 ounce. That's a pretty good deal. We've seen the Kroger brand has been $3.99. Crisco at Kroger has been $4.99. $3.39 for the same Crisco thing you're going to pay for $5 at Kroger's. Somebody has been asking about Crisco in a can. This is the first time I've seen it in a long time. They have it for, it's kind of a small can, but they have it for $2.99, 18 ounces, 16 ounces. But they actually have them. And I know some people have commented on sunflower oil, cooking oil. The only place that I've found that so far, at least around here in Cincinnati, is Meijer. We haven't seen the sunflower oil anywhere except for Meijer. So with the spice massacre ravaging across Cincinnati, Ohio, I will say that Target does seem to have a pretty decent amount of spices in. Not like Kroger and Meijer where we've seen it pretty much gone. They have some of the grinders, the salt and peppercorn that some people have asked about. They got the Morton salt and the light. Some people have been asking about sugar, which is something that we haven't really had an issue with, but I've heard across the country. We've gotten a lot of comments on sugar lately being very low. We haven't noticed too much of that. We did notice Aldi was pretty low on sugar the other day, but usually they have a ton the next day. They are fairly low on flour, but I kind of feel like they have condensed this because they're not selling as much. I remember this being a lot bigger, but you know, as far as prices go, it doesn't look like they've changed. They still got their 4-pound things of sugar for $1.88. Wait a minute. Yeah, $1.89. $1.89, that's a pretty good deal. And they do have flour, you know. Good and Gather, we've never tried that kind. We usually get the Kroger brand or whatever we can get, really. The gold medal sometimes. If it's on sale, I'm not going to pay a fortune for it. So one thing I wanted to point out while I was backtracking here is somebody was asking about Land O'Lakes butter. They do have it here at Target, $4.39. That is up from $3.99. I know the last time we checked this, it's been a little while, but it is up from $3.99. $4.39 for the 15-ounce little tub of it here. But they do also have the Kerry Gold, 8 ounces for $3.99. That's about the same price as it is everywhere. They do have the 4 sticks of Land O'Lakes for $3.99. Well, I'm glad I remembered to call Jess. She said we need some elbow macaroni. She's making macaroni salad tonight. So we're going to try the Good and Gather macaroni, the elbow macaroni. Last box. Feel pretty good about that. 85 cents. And actually, never mind. They do have the Barillo elbow macaroni, $1.39. Little more expensive, but at least they have them. So I am not taking the last one. Somebody had left in the comments that Target has raised their prices on the Progresso and the chunky soup, saying that they were up to like $2, right around $2. And that could be up where your Target is. I guess we're fortunate enough to still have it for $1.49 a can. I mean, this is pretty cheap. They're selling these at Kroger for $2.49 a can. This is still the regular price here at Target, $1.49 a can. And they are still selling the chunky, which hasn't gone up at our store, for $1.59 a can. And this week, always got to check the dates on these now, because, okay, this is good until 2/26. February 26th, so good until next weekend. $1.59 a can, but you can buy 4, get 1 free. That is a great deal, especially because these have gone up to $2.59 a can at Kroger. $2.59 a can, that is ridiculous. I mean, that's the cheapest anywhere. That's the cheapest, especially for a regular price. Doesn't look to me like they're going to be going, well, knock on wood, doesn't look like they're going to be going up at least for another week or two, so this is the place to get them. Progresso, $1.50 a can, $1.59 a can for the Campbell's Chunky. Buy 4, get 1 free. Another thing people have been saying is rice and beans. That dry beans have kind of been going bye-bye again. Now, we've seen this happen before, But it does look like they have a, I don't think Target really carries too much, but they do have a Good and Gather brand of it here. And they do have a lot of rice, which is kind of surprising because we've seen a lot of rice just kind of go out the door. Maybe people just aren't buying this here at Target. And it looks like some pretty decent deals, all considering. 32 ounces for $1.59. And it's not as cheap as it used to be. And I know jasmine is a little more. 2 pounds for $2.59. And most of our viewers always comment that they love the jasmine rice. That's the kind you like to store away. They do have a few of the Ben's Ready rice, which we've seen this kind of going out the door. Now they're out of a lot of their Good and Gather brands, which is kind of funny because these are more expensive than the Ben's originals. So maybe these are pretty good. Because usually if you see these gone, like the store brand, usually it's because they're cheaper, but the Ben's is actually cheaper. And we've seen these at a lot of places for $2.19 a bag, so $1.99 is a pretty good deal. Does look like cereals are going up. I know somebody had mentioned this. Now that is a family size for $4.19. That would be $5 at Kroger right now. We've seen the mega size, the biggest size they have, of Cheerios going for $6.49. That is on sale at Kroger this week, but after this week it will be $6.49, and they will never see me in that aisle again. Family size Raisin Bran, pretty good deal. This is up though from $3.99. This is now $4.19. They do still have the regular, the 10.6 ounces for $2.99 of the Raisin Bran. So I mean that's still a good deal. $3.99 at Kroger. So Target has the giant size Cheerios for the regular price of $4.99. So when that sale is over at Kroger, if you really love your Cheerios, $4.99 here at Target, and $4.99 for the giant size Honey Nut Cheerios. This will also be going up to $6.49. So yeah, may have to come to Target for some things. Like this, Kroger's on sale for their Folgers coffee is $7.49. We've seen that a lot of these are going anywhere from $9 to even $12 at Kroger. $7.19 regularly here. Now, like the Colombian is going to be a little more expensive. It's like that all the time. $9.19 sounds a little pricey, and I didn't check to see if the Colombian was on sale at Kroger for $7.49. I'm not sure, but did want to point out that they do have here the Folgers decaf, $10.39, and I was told that decaf never really goes down in price. It's one that they never really have sales on, which is a shame. We have gotten a couple comments of the Taster's Choice instant coffee, $7.19 here. We saw that this is 9 something at Kroger, regularly $7.19 here. They don't sell the Colombian, but I believe the Colombian was $12 for 7 ounces. So, but it doesn't look like they have the Colombian one here that somebody was talking about. They do have the Folgers instant coffee too that somebody had mentioned, and also they have the decaf. Even Starbucks is cheaper here than it is at Kroger right now. $7.49 for a bag of their ground coffee, $8.49 at Kroger. Also, we've noticed that the K-Cups, the Keurig cups have been going up. Man, $6.49 for the Dunkin' Donuts. This is like 8 something. I forget what it is because I usually don't get the ground of the Dunkin'. $6.49 here. I know that's a better deal than we've seen in a lot of other places. So I don't know if you guys remember when I was here a couple weeks ago, how I was saying they're not going to be able to sell these big things of the Good and Gather nuts here for $14.99. Because I mean, this is a bit much. $14.99 for 30 ounces. Not that I just think it's the wrong kind of store to sell them for that much. Now they got them on sale for $12.99. I just thought that was kind of funny because, I don't know, I feel like this is going to be a hard sell for them. They do seem like they've sold a few of them. Another thing that's been hard to find, although we did find them at Kroger finally, is the honey roasted peanuts. Now they do have the Good and Gather here. $2.19. I mean, that's about what it is everywhere. The important thing is that they have them. We've gotten comments on honey roasted peanuts too. They were low for a while, but we are starting to find them again. they do have some sales on some coffees, like the donut shop. The original donut shop is good coffee. Buy one, get one 25% off. Not a huge savings, but you know what? Any savings these days is better than nothing. Did want to show that, yes, their Pringles here are $1.79, pretty much like they are everywhere else in the city. We have seen a few sales here and there. Meyer had them 3 for $5 last week. Don't know if that sale's still going on. $1.79 a can here. One thing I wanted to check is we saw these Lays at Walmart for $1.48 a can. Now they are much higher here, $1.69 a can, but this has to be a Lay's thing because these were $1.19, and I think they're just raising their prices because Pringles did. I mean, these were $1.19 not that long ago. So M&M's, I know a lot of people have commented on that. A lot of Mars candies have been very low. We're seeing that in a lot of different places lately, but I gotta say they are very low here. Usually great prices here. That could be part of the reason. But yeah, M&M's are not looking good. We've seen that they've been very low for weeks. I'm not going to go over all the sales on chips because there's so many different vendors for so many different things. But I will say they do have some deals going on because we know chips have gone up. And this is kind of why I know. So this is a vendor thing, like with Doritos. All Doritos across everywhere have been $3.99 for a 9.75 ounce bag. So and this shouldn't even be here. This is the one. Anyway. But they do have 2 for $7, so you could save $1 if you buy 2 bags. I'm not even sure what Kroger's sale this week is on chips. I know Kroger's has been trying to put more sales up on chips because they've been very expensive lately. And that's the thing, right? You got to be able to sell them. Like if Target here is getting a bunch of Doritos chips and they're not selling them, like it looks like they're not selling as many of those anyway, or Kroger or anywhere, then you're just going to stop buying them. So Doritos has to ask themselves that question, like maybe we need to lower our prices again. Like I've noticed Kroger's has been giving a lot of deals, but I don't know if that is Kroger's or the Doritos, like the buy 4 for $1.99 a piece. We've been seeing sales like that. Don't know if that's going on right now. $3.99 though for a pretty small bag of Doritos is, I'm not going to pay that. Oreos are one of those things now that I believe that Oreo is actually just trying to confuse people. They keep coming out with all these new brands, and they're charging all kinds of different prices on them. Like we saw that the family size Oreos at Kroger were $4.99. The double stuff was $4.79 for the family size, I believe. I don't know, $3.79 here. That's a pretty good deal for the family size. Double stuff. That's the only way to go. Double stuff. But that is something we had to think about. A lot of the stuff that is coming in from other vendors, well, they're setting the prices. So if I was setting those products in my store, I would have to see how much they're even able to sell. Does look like they're starting to get more juice in. We have seen that this was pretty much completely empty a couple weeks ago. There's still a lot missing, but I'm noticing a lot more. So I wanted to talk for a minute of the couple things that I had gotten that were higher in price. One, the Mott's apple juice rang up as $2.89. We saw it was $2.69. The regular price of the Kraft is now $3.79. The Kraft mayonnaise, which that was not the price. 99 cents for the Idahoan potatoes was $1.19. Comparing it to pretty much, I'm not surprised about it going up because we've seen it everywhere else. What I am surprised about is them not getting to this right away. Like, and it makes me question the sales. Like, we saw the sales, like, the different 25% off the coffee and stuff like that, how that goes for a week. But have they raised the prices on the coffee yet? I wonder how many people are going up to the registers running into the same problem. I wanted to ask the manager that, but he was really nice. He said, absolutely, we have to honor the deals that are on in the aisles. Now, if it was something to where it was a sale and it was expired, that's one thing. That's something that happened to us a little bit at Kroger that I was unaware of. But this is your regular prices. No expiration. This is just what it is. I question how many items was in there. Like the Progresso soup, did that go up? Did the Campbell's go up? Like, we really don't know. And I know prices vary from store to store, depending on what location you're in, what state, what city, you know, stuff like that. But, yeah, I don't know. It was a little frustrating, but I think after what happened the other day when we found all the expired sales and stuff at Kroger, I was kind of set up for this a little bit, so I wasn't as frustrated. But yeah, you know, I kind of feel bad for making this whole video. I'm still going to put it out here for you guys because I want you to see what the kind of things that are going on right now. And, you know we have heard in the comments that a lot of things at Target price-wise is starting to skyrocket too. So I have to assume that 3 products out of the 5 products that I bought were a higher price, that there's probably a ton more stuff in there that is a higher price. Now the produce, I can't imagine a 3-pound bag of Honeycrisp apples being more than $7.50, but these days, who knows? So I just wanted to, I had to completely turn this video around. I had to change my ending and everything. I had to cut some stuff out because I don't want to like say, oh, well, this is the price, because some of it may not be the price. And, you know, I don't know. I have no idea. We don't know what it's going to be. I did want to go back and just scan a Progresso and Campbell's, but I didn't have time. I was already checked out. So we're just going to check it next week. We're going to let Target sit for a week before we check the prices again. And that's just something else we're going to do. So what I wanted to say is that if you go to Target, Target has those self-scanning things, you know, the self-scanning. So whatever you get, I know it may take a little bit extra time, but to save you some hassle, scan those. But at the same time, if you see the price on the tag, take a picture of it. Like I've said, the guys, you know, they have to honor that. So if they weren't able to get to it, you know, they have to honor those prices. So I just wanted to say that, not as frustrated as I was the other day, because that was nonsense. I mean, and this I feel is something that may be an employee issue, shortage. I don't know. Seemed like there were a lot of people working in there, so I don't want to say that really. I don't know what it is. These are just crazy times right now. We'll get through it one step at a time. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but thank you all so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the video. With all that being said, I am out, and always remember, the adventure is out there.